Or Stan, whatever you're going to do, I'll do the arms.
Sure, it sounds awesome. I'm really excited.
Whatever you want.
Get on my shoulders. Like nice.
What are some other funny teams from Australia? It's not funny.
Well, there's like a lot of birds.
Eagles are okay. Eagles are tough. We can do this.
Everybody's on it. Never.
So that you
Everyone is
Ryan, Justin, can you get down?
Brisbane Lions.
Justin, can you slide down a little bit?
They're terrible. What are they called? Isn't those vomits?
I'm already like, wait up.
I don't know what to do. I'm already like,
On the floor.
Melbourne. Yeah. We're ready West Sydney Giants.
a theme song? Like the fans sing or the fans ask?
Any better? Any better?
You gotta cut your hair. Just light off. Sit up straight.
Yes.
What?
Like all the radio that happened, like half in the game, like audibly.
It's expensive.
Number?
Which is going on? It's dialed in now. Our shots. Yeah, you can talk to him. Sorry. Hello?
Really?
I don't hear it now. Hi, I'm here now. I can hear you. What's up? I can hear you.
We still have a little time. I'll come out and give the 2 minute in a little bit.
Thank you.
Not too far off.
1, 2, 3. Can you boost his mic? Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's an outrage. I'm getting contact with
They're good. 1, 2, 3.
No, it's fine. I think so. I didn't have it. I didn't have it. I should get it for you. Yeah, I guess I
She thinks I'm having a stroke. It was also cold outside, so it was like
If anybody wants a copy of the press release, Dawn's gonna.
have a press release right
Yeah, I could do that.
So just
One more down this
We have time. We have about 5
A
minutes.
couple more. There you go. Nope. Yeah, I got one more.
want me to step out of the shop and come back.
Oh, Willie got one too. Okay. Sorry, I'll sneak back this way. I always like.
Do you have one more?
They want me out of the shot in the beginning and then come back in. For a bump.
Quite the graph.
Do you want to send in?
This is the cheap between the two. Time around yes, as a checklist, guys.
I could send it. I'll just photograph.
Nice shadow, Tanner. Thanks, Pete.
You got the glow? There's got to be some place you can photograph. Yeah. Very healthy.
It's been a while.
I can take it away. Not that I had anything to do with it.
I like it.
Nah. The mag guys.
But hey, you know what?
Usually we have. It's trying to make it.
I'm so hurt. Like this is the
Yeah, I don't know.
all these people are out waiting.
Right, exactly. You can just do pictures from Virginia. Give you a
You want me to go this way?
We'll start in 2 minutes. We won't be taking any questions today. If you have any questions about the presentments, we'll be happy to answer after the conclusion of Jeff's remarks. Thanks.
I think they want just a mouth shot. You want me to stay right there? You want me to move out of the way?
This side.
Alright, You're okay. You make a beautiful necklace.
Clear up the bald spot.
You know, look, we can put it on the other side.
No, it's fine.
Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Berman, United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Today, we unseal an indictment charging Lev Parnas, Igor Fruman, and two co-defendants for their alleged participation in schemes to violate the federal campaign finance laws by repeatedly using straw donors and foreign money. Parnas and Fruman were arrested around 6 p.m. last night at Dulles Airport as they were about to board an international flight with one-way tickets. As alleged in the indictment, the defendants broke the law to gain political influence while avoiding disclosure of who was actually making the donations and where the money was coming from. They sought political influence not only to advance their own financial interests, but to advance the political interests of at least one foreign official, a Ukrainian government official who sought the dismissal of the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine. And with respect to that last allegation, let me take you through some of the money flow. Parnas and Fruman contributed $325,000 to Committee 1. Now, this contribution was not made in their name. It was made in the name of a corporation that they set up, GEP, in order to hide that the true individuals behind the donation were Parnas and Fruman. The $325,000 was one of the largest donations that Committee 1 received. And we, in the indictment, we indicated and alleged that this was an illegal straw donor scheme. In addition, Parnas and Fruman made direct contributions to Congressman 1. And these contributions, direct and promised, totaled over $20,000. Moreover, Committee 1 spent approximately $3 million to benefit Congressman 1. Now, as a result, Parnas and Fruman had several meetings with Congressman 1, and at these meetings, Parnas, on behalf of a Ukrainian government official, lobbied Congressman 1 to advocate for the removal of the then U.S. ambassador to Ukraine. Protecting the integrity of our elections and protecting our elections from unlawful foreign influence are core functions of our campaign finance laws. And as this office has made clear, we will not hesitate to investigate and prosecute those who engage in criminal conduct that draws into question the integrity of our political process. And I want to add that this investigation is continuing. Now, I want to acknowledge and thank our wonderful AUSAs who worked on prosecuting and investigating this case and will continue to investigate this case. To my right is Rebecca Donaleski, and someone who would ordinarily be to her right, Nick Rose, could not be here today because he is in the Eastern District of Virginia assisting with the presentment of Parnas and Fruman. But to Rebecca's right is Russ Capone and Edward Discant, and they are our marvelous co-chiefs of our public corruption unit. And I also want to thank our partner in this case and so many of our important cases, the New York office of the FBI, represented here today. To my left, Bill Sweeney, my good friend, the assistant director in charge of the New York field office. To his left, Mike Driscoll, the special agent in charge of the criminal division, and to his left, George Kazami, the special agent in charge of public corruption at the FBI. And now I'd like to invite to the podium my very good friend, Bill Sweeney, for any comments he'd like to make.
Thanks, Jeff. Last night at Washington Dulles International Airport, the FBI arrested Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman on campaign finance-related charges as they attempted to leave the United States. Andrei Kukushkin was arrested in San Francisco shortly thereafter. David Correa, the fourth individual charged in today's indictment, is not yet in our custody. Campaign finance laws exist for a reason. The American people expect and deserve an election process that has not been corrupted by the influence of foreign interests, and the public has a right to know the true source of campaign contributions. Laws make up the fabric of who we are as a nation. These allegations are not about some technicality, a civil violation, or an error on a form. This investigation is about corrupt behavior, deliberate law-breaking. The FBI takes the obligation to tackle corruption seriously. There are no exceptions to this rule. We gather evidence, we collect facts, and we will act on them when appropriate. As Jeff mentioned, our investigation will continue. Many thanks always to Jeff and your team of prosecutors here at the Southern District. Thank you as well to our FBI personnel in our offices in Miami, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. And of course, thanks, Mike and George, to your team and the team of agents and professionals who are quiet professionals and solid public servants here in the New York office. Thank you.
Thank you.
The large-scale operation.